Hello, my dear students. So this is Mrs. Shaimah Gharib, and today's lesson about tests of divisibility, part 3, divisibility tests of 4 and 8. Let's start by revising some rules before you watch any video. First, you have to sit in a quiet place. You should have your pen and a piece of paper to take notes and to solve questions. You should pause the video after each question, then you try to answer on your own. Then you play the video to check your answer and to understand the question in case you get a wrong answer. Are you ready? Let's start. Divisibility test of 4. The number is divisible by 4 if the number can be halved twice without remainder. If the last two digits, the digits in the units and tens, can be halved twice. Or if the last two digits is a multiple of 4. Or if the last two digits are 0, 0. For examples, look at these numbers here. The first number, 5,300, it ends with 0, 0, then it is a multiple of 4 or divisible by 4. Why? Because if the number is divisible, is ending with 0, 0, it means it's a multiple of 100, and 100 is a multiple of 4. What about the second number, 432? The last two digits is 32. 32 is a multiple of 4, or it can be halved twice. What is the first half of 32? Is 16. Can you half the 16 one more time? Yes, of course. Then this number, all of it, 432, is divisible by 4. What about the third number here? 1364. 64 is a multiple of 4, or we can half the 64 twice. The first half of the 64 is 32. Can you half the 32 one more time? Yes, of course. So the number 1364 is divisible by 4. And we can also find the half of all the number twice. Let's find the first half of this number. Half 1000 is 500. Half 300 is 150. Half 60 is 30, and half 4 is 2. When you add all these numbers together, you will get 500 and 150, 650. 650 plus 30, 680. So the half is 682. Can this number be halved one more time? Yes, of course. I don't need to find the second half because I know it can be halved. Why? Because it is an even number. Okay, so what about this number, 21,000? It ends with 0, 0, which means it's a multiple of 100, and 100 is a multiple of 4. So this number is divisible by 4 and a multiple of 4 as well. The last number here, 6,076, you can find the half of all the number twice and check could it be halved twice or not. Or we can just find the half of the last two digits, 76. What is half 76? Half 70 is 35 and half 6 is 3. Then it will be 38. Can you half the 38 one more time? Of course, because it is an even number. So the number 6076 is a multiple of 4 and it's also divisible by 4. Is this clear? Now let's see divisibility by 8. The number is divisible by 8 if the number can be halved 3 times, not 2 as the 4. In the 4, if the number can be halved twice. In the 8, if the number can be halved 3 times, without, of course, remainder. Or if the last 3 digits, the units and tens and hundreds, can be halved 3 times. Or if the last 3 digits is a multiple of 8. If the last 3 digits, 3 zeros. Why 3 zeros? Because if the number ends with 3 zeros, it means it's a multiple of 1000. And 1000 is a multiple of 8 or can be divided by 8. Okay, now let's see some examples. This is a 3-digit number, so to check divisibility by 8, I will find the half 3 times. Let's find the first half. The first half is 320. Okay, and this is the first half. Can I half it one more time? Yes, of course. What is the half of 320? Is 160. Can I half it for the third time? Yes, because it's an even number, so it can be halved one more time, which means the 640 can be halved 3 times. If I have a 4-digit number like this, I will just look at the last 3 digits, which is 864, and we'll check could it be halved 3 times or not. So the first half is 432. Okay. So what about the second half? The second half is 216. Can I have 216 one more time? Yes, of course, because it's an even number. Then the whole number, which is 1864, is divisible by 8 because it can be halved 3 times. What about this number, 21,000? It's already ends with 3 zeros. The last 3 digits are 3 zeros. Then this number is divisible by 8 because it is multiple of 1000, or because it is divisible by 1000, and 1000 is divisible by 8. What about this number here? 6960. I can just look at the last 3 digits, and remember we look at the last 3 digits, or we can of course have the whole number, but it's better and easier to just have or to check the last 3 digits. Okay, is it clear? Now let's see some questions. Write any 3-digit number which is divisible by 8. In this type of questions, I need to write a 3-digit number, units, tens, and hundreds. So how to find a number that can be halved 3 times? I will do the opposite. I will choose a small number using small digits, and I will double it 3 times. Let's, for example, choose 1 in the units and 2 in the tens and 1 in the hundreds. Let's double this number. It will be 2. This is the first double. What about the second double? The second double will be 484. So this is the first double. This is the second double. What about the third double? Will be, yes, I will start from here, 968. So this is the third double. So what do you think this is will be my number? 968. Let's check if it can be halved 3 times or not. The first half is 484. The second half is 242, and the third half is 121. So this number could be divisible by 8. Now write any 4-digit number which is divisible by 8. So of course I will do exactly the same. I need a 4-digit number which is units, tens, hundreds, and thousands. So I will choose small. I will do the opposite exactly using a doubling. So I can work the last 3 digits only. So I can put this number, for example, the 968 that I did it before, and I put any digit in the thousands place. Or I can try different numbers. Let's try, for example, 2 in the units, 0 in the tens, and 1 in the hundreds. And I will start to find the doubles 3 times. The first double is 204. And the second double is 408. And the third double is 800. 816. So if I put 816 here, 816, then I can add any digit in the thousands place. I can put 7, I can put 5, I can put 2, I can put any digit. So this number will be divisible by 8. Is this clear? Now look at this question. It's like a revision on all the divisibility tests that we mentioned before. We have these numbers and we're going to check the divisibility by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. The first number is 14,520. Is it divisible by 2? Yes, because it ends with 0. Is it divisible by 3? Let's find the sum of all the digits. 1 plus 4, 5, plus 5, 10, plus 2, 12. Is 12 a multiple of 3? Yes, then it's divisible by 3. What about divisibility by 4? I will look at the last two digits. Is 20 a multiple of 4? Yes, of course. Then the whole number is divisible by 4. What about 5? It ends with 0, then it is divisible by 5. What about 6? Without looking, the number is divisible by 2, as you can see, and divisible by 3. So it is divisible by 6. What about 8? I will look at the last 3 digits, 520. What is half 520? 260. Can I half it one more time? Yes, it will be 130. Is 130 can be halved one more time? Yes, so it is divisible by 8. What about divisibility by 9? If the sum of all the digits is a multiple of 9, then the number is a multiple of 9. Let's find the sum of all digits. 5 and 5, 10 and 2, 12. Is 12 a multiple of 9? No, then it will not be divisible by 9. What about 10? Is it divisible by 10? Of course, because it ends with 0. Now, 50,121. Is it divisible by 2? No, because it's an odd number. If I have an odd number, so any odd number is not divisible by 2, is not divisible by 4, is not divisible by 6, and is not divisible by 8, and of course, it's not divisible by 9. So, is it divisible by 3? We'll check. 5 plus 1 equals 6. 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is a multiple of 3, then it's divisible by 3. What about 4? We said it's an odd number, so it's not divisible by 4. Divisible by 5, it ends with 1, so it's not divisible by 5. By 6, of course, it's an odd number, so it will not be divisible by 6. By 8, it's an odd number, will not be divisible by 8. What about 9? We said the sum of all the digits are 9, so it is divisible by 9. Is it divisible by 10? No, because it's an odd number and we said numbers are divisible by 10 if it ends with 0. Look at the second number here, 5,328. Is it divisible by 2? Of course, because it ends with 8. Is it divisible by 3? We'll check the sum. 5 plus 3, 8 plus 2, 10 plus 8, 18. Is 18 a multiple of 3? Yes, of course. So it's divisible by 3. What about 4? Look at the 28. Is the 28 multiple of 4? Yes. So it will be divisible by 4. Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 6? It's divisible by 2 and divisible by 3. Then it's divisible by 6. Is it divisible by 8? I will check the last 3 digits. 328. What is half 328? Yes. It's 1,164. 164 is the first half. What is the second half? It will be 82. Can I half it one more time? Yes, then it is divisible by 8. Is it divisible by 9? What is the sum of all the digits? We said 18. Okay, so 18 is a multiple of 9. Then it is divisible by 9. Is it divisible by 10? No. What about this number? 945 is divisible by 2? No, because it's an odd. What about 3? The sum is 9, then it's divisible by 3. What about 4? No, because it's an odd. Is it divisible by 5? Yes, because it ends with 5. Is it divisible by 6? No, because it's odd number. Is it divisible by 8? No, because it's odd number. Is it divisible by 9? What is the sum? The sum is 18. 18 is a multiple of 9, then it's divisible by 9. Is it divisible by 10? No, because it's an odd number and ends with 5. The next number, 6,372. Is it divisible by 2? Of course, it's an even number. Is it divisible by 3? Let's check the sum. The sum of the digits is, as you can see, it is 18. Then it's multiple of 3. What about 4? Can we halve the 72 twice? The first half of the 72 is 36. Can I half it one more time? Yes. So it's divisible by 4. Is it divisible by 5? No. Is it divisible by 6? Yes, because it's divisible by 2 and 3 at the same time. So it's divisible by 6. Is it divisible by 8? Let's check the last 3 digits. 372. So the first half is 186. This is the first half. What is the second half? 93. Can I half it one more time? The 93 can be halved one more time? No, because it's an odd number. Then it's not divisible by 8. What about divisibility by 9? Yes, it's divisible by 9. What about divisibility by 10? No, it's not divisible by 10. Now let's look at the last number here, 880. 880, is it divisible by 2? Yes, it is divisible by 2 because it ends with 0. Is it divisible by 3? Let's add the digits and find out. 8 plus 8 equals 16. 16 is not a multiple of 3. Then it's not divisible by 3. Is it divisible by 4? We'll check the last 2 digits. The last 2 digits here is 80. Is 80 a multiple of 4? Yes, of course. So this number is divisible by 4, 880. What about divisibility by 5? Of course, it's divisible by 5 because it ends with 0. Is it divisible by 6? It's divisible only by 2, but not divisible by 3. So it's not divisible by 6. What about 8? Is it divisible by 8? Let's find the first half. The first half of this number is 440. So 440. This is the first half. What about the second half? 220. Can be halved one more time or for the third time? Yes, so it is divisible by 8. What about divisibility by 9? Let's check the sum of the digits. 8 plus 8, 16. 16 is not a multiple of 9, then this number is not a multiple of 9. What about divisibility by 10? It ends with 0, then it is divisible by 10. Okay, this is the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and see you soon.